Greetings everyone and welcome to a Christmas special with me, Mecha Prime. What's happening? Alright, we're gonna play Days Before Christmas. Got a nice little Satan there. This is a game for the Sega Genesis Mega Drive, released in Australia, those crazy motherfuckers. Apparently there's a story. Something about evil snowmen, something about elves being stolen, I don't know, something about being trapped in the presents, something about Santa has to save something, Anti-Claus, something about lurking in the dark. Yeah. You know, the real story of Christmas. What is Christmas all about? Why, it's when Santa went to save it! Alright, so, this game, obviously, has 25 levels. Ha, go figure, but most of them are pretty short, so, should be no big deal. Anyway, welcome to Santa's hallway. This is Santa. You all know him well. He's a jolly old soul. His beard is nice and white. His tummy is nice and round. He is nice and jolly. He has a bounce in his step. He also has magic ice balls that he can shoot. You guys remember when Santa could do that, right? He could hide under his hats. If there's any danger in the way. Anyway, well. The whole point of the game is to break open these presents, and any number of random things could be inside of them. There could be an enemy, as you just saw. There could be, oh wait a minute. What the hell happened? Oh yeah, I know. This is that whole part, you remember, in the story of Christmas, where Santa becomes the devil and is invincible. Yeah. So apparently drinking coffee turns Santa into Anti-Claus. He is a devil, he is invincible, he swings his sack to destroy all that come into his path. Anyway, as I was saying, the presents can have any number of random things in them, be it extra live, extra hits, gifts, bombs, enemies, etc. It is snowing outside. It's gonna be a white Christmas this year. But if Santa has anything to do with it, it is going to be a red Christmas. Red with the blood of those who would do whatever the hell that plot said it was doing. Anyway, the stars are the exit. Alright, let it snow. This is actually an incredibly short level. Now, this game cycles through themes of levels. There are 25 levels, yes. They are all unique in design, but they're not all unique in setup. God, that looked like a power-up. I was deceived by the Jack-in-the-Box, that crafty fellow. Alright, so this level has penguins and snowmen throwing things at Santa. Those are the elves that you're saving, by the way. But it doesn't matter because that one was short as all hell. Alright, time to get serious. We're in the ice cave. We have bat pigeons coming after us. Alright, that lightning box, for whatever reason, gives Santa the power of flames! And we've saved a reindeer. How exciting. Saving the reindeer, I'm not really sure what that does. I guess it probably allows you to do those flying stages, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Anyway, the ice walls have to be melted with the firepower. I don't understand how it works. It's better if you just don't think about it. I wonder how Santa can be so fat, getting this much exercise. Oh, I spy some coffee! Looks like it's time for another visit from Satan, the Anti-Claus. One drawback of Anti-Claus is that he cannot actually collect presents. So sad. He will be delivering to the girls and boys! But what can I say? Would you want a devil coming down your chimney? Is it any better than Santa? I really didn't think so. Now, most of the music in this game is obviously a remix of several different holiday-themed songs. Some of them, like this, though, are purely atmospheric. All of it is bloody fantastic. Now, this game was released in the States. It was also released in the Europe. However, that was a port for the Super Nintendo. The Mega Drive port is Australia only. Why that is, I'll never know. But this is the original. The original version, Blue Magic. Alright. Yet another kind of cave-ish level. This one has a very, I don't know, Earthworm Jim kind of vibe. The music and the level, it kind of looks like What the Heck from the second stage of the original Earthworm Jim game. Also on the Genesis. Also a fine game, by the way. Wow. Those Jack-in-the-Boxes get me every time! The hell was that? I gotta see what that is. Let's go through it. Oh, that's clever. Good one, game. That'll probably come back into play some other time. Anyway, new enemies here. We've got the helicopters. Not very dangerous. One hit will still take them down. They hover around. That's about all there is to it. So far, the Jack-in-the-Boxes remain the most dangerous of the enemies. Standing in between Santa and delivering his presents to all the girls and boys. You remember when Santa used magic carpets to travel, don't you? I don't know, maybe I missed that in the whole story. Anyhow, I don't really see any point to saving the elves. They don't really do anything but walk around. I guess Santa needs his helpers to deliver the gifts! Or at least to create the gifts. Not really sure. Alright, you may think that there's no point to actually collecting all these little presents. I have 41 of them now, but I guarantee you that there's a point. And the point is totally dumb. Oh my god, an evil snowman! Alright, get ready for a boss fight, everybody. But not quite yet. We have to traverse the tundra first. I found that the best thing to do is just run straight and continually throwing your magic. You'll eventually kill everything. Santa cannot swim, by the way, and also he is damaged by trout. What the hell? Come on, Santa. Seriously? Those little heads are extra lives. You'll need them. If you want. I don't know, I'm playing this on hard mode and it doesn't seem very hard. Uh-oh, that music can only mean one thing. It's time for a boss fight! This time it is an abominable snowman who is throwing gigantic snowballs that he, I don't know, he just conjures them out of nothing. Wow. This is a poorly designed boss, if you ask me. As you can see, he's easily cheesed by doing this ducking thing and jump and attack. That's pretty much it. And I've never heard dashing through the snow sound so epic. Like a battle is ensuing. Anyway, let's get the hell out of here. That guy scared me just a little bit. I don't know if I can continue. Over England. Well, okay, this is one of the, you could call it a shoot-'em-up stage. It's an auto-scroller. Santa is flying around in his magical sleigh, delivering all the presents. The whole point is to drop the presents into the chimneys that are smoking. And it has very stereotypical backgrounds. England apparently has horrible helicopter pilots and people in the Union Jack balloons flying around. You people from England can probably confirm that this is going on all the time and every day. This is also totally how Santa really delivers presents. Because he's got no time to go down there and do that shit himself. Hey, look, it's Big Ben, and it's midnight. Excellent timing, Santa. Midnight in England. Of course, this is the very start of the journey. Hey, look, it's the London Bridge. Fun fact, the original London Bridge doesn't exactly reside in London anymore. Anyway, we've delivered all the gifts to London. Apparently there were only 12 to 13 good little girls and boys there. Before the flood! Okay. Well... It's a basement level. We have bats and spiders. Well, it's not a bat, it's a rat. Look kind of like a bat walking around. Of course, Anti-Claus totally breaks the game and makes it so you can just run. If you run as fast as you can pretty much take as much advantage of this as you like. It's kind of nifty. Watch for these moving platforms that shift in and out. It's very 90s platformer, if you ask me. Alright, Santa's up to 6 extra lives. My goal, though, is to get through this without dying at all. Because Santa is a pro motherfucker. Oh, that wasn't nice. Anyway, level completed. Moving on. I don't know what the point of having a score is, but whatever. Wood factory. Okay, so... Oh, heart? What the hell? This is the greatest Christmas story ever told. Alright, so this level has a few new enemies. We have the mice that walk very slowly, as opposed to the mice that walked faster in the sewers. There was an inchworm that I saw somewhere. And that's about it for now. I don't know what those golems are, but I've never fought them with anything other than Anti-Claus, so I can only assume that they are nothing of consequence. I actually don't see any benefit to beating them at all. I also don't see how this is a wood factory, unless it means that it is a factory made of wood. Surely makes sense. That was... Yes, you had that right. That is an electrified mouse. Santa's greatest enemy is the electrified mouse. If you get close enough, those mice try to kick you. Nothing too deadly, of course. I'll also note that Santa can also attack by jumping on things' heads, but... Well, there you go. I don't use it too often. Because magic is so much better. Take that, mouse. 51 gifts. We're doing pretty good. But if England is any indication, there aren't that many good little girls and boys this year. I mean, doesn't Santa normally deliver millions upon millions of presents? I don't know. That bell, by the way, is a save point. If you happen to die in the level, you will respawn right by the bell, or the last bell that you hit. Aw. He's so disappointed when he gets hit. Aw, man. That totally looked like something I could grab there in the background, but... Alas, I cannot. Magic Cave! Oh, look, it's another one of those gym-type levels. Okay, this is when they start to... Well, they've already done it a few times, but... recycle backgrounds and foregrounds. At least we get a new enemy type, though. We've got tanks! These guys shoot projectiles at you. They're not too deadly. We also have this exploding rock thing that jumps at you. They actually are invulnerable to your attacks. Even when you are Anti-Claus. So their purpose, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but whatever. We've got this fat thing. You don't see too many of those running around. They're also not very deadly. There aren't a lot of enemies in this game that are actually any kind of threats. Keep in mind that I am playing this on the hardest difficulty, and I've never played through this game all the way. Except for this recording, obviously. Sometimes those bombs can catch you off guard, and it's just no fun. Especially when they only give you, like, a second to get away from the gift. Oh, that was cruel, game. Should have known there'd be an enemy in that. Once again, Santa is quite disappointed, filled with much chagrin at his attack. Time for a steel factory. This is a little better than the wooden factory, I suppose. Santa's gone for an upgrade. We have new enemies again. We have a car. We have flying pipes. Yeah, whatever. This is totally making sense. Also, the tanks have changed a little color. Doesn't mean that they've changed anything else, though. Probably don't get eaten by that. I predict nothing but good things that would come from avoiding that. Oh, shit. You cannot keep Anti-Claus contained, for he is the devil himself. I wonder what this game is trying to say about Santa. Well, Christmas was originally a pagan holiday, so I guess it kind of makes sense. I still don't understand the purpose of these hearts. Totally makes me think of Valentine's Day. Is Santa trying to hijack the other holidays? Or is it the other holidays trying to hijack him? We may never know the outcome. Also, I totally wasn't paying attention to the plot. I'm not even sure what the hell we're fighting and why we're fighting it, but hey, it's fun, right? It's all Christmas. It's all in good spirits, spreading the good cheer and all that shit, you know. Precarious platforming here. I will say that while the enemies don't get much tougher, the levels at least get a little tougher as they go along. You know, try to throw a little variety in there, a little different things to do. The Timekeeper. It's time for another boss fight! Man, I can't believe it. We're already at the 2 boss fights. You remember when Santa fought the giant clock to save Christmas, don't you? Well, here it is, reenacted for your very eyes. Alright, this guy is actually really easy to fight. He just goes back and forth through this little half pipe. And if he ever leaves it, just go stand next to him, you draw him back into it. You can only damage him when he is up in the air, as far as I can tell. Who knows, someone's probably going to prove me wrong, but frankly, I don't care. I do it how I do it, and that's all there is. You will like it, or you will leave. And with that, he is destroyed. Alright, Santa is continuing his journey east. Time to go over Russia. Russia has satellites flying around the sky. That totally happens in real Russia. Come on, how stereotypical can you get? Is this supposed to be Santa fighting the Cold War? I don't know. Anyway, the Russian chimneys aren't too big. Doesn't matter, Santa can deliver gifts just as well. I thought he was supposed to have 8 reindeer, however, and it looks like he has 2, or 4 at the most if they're doubled up. Unless he's got them 4 in a row. Which would be a totally awesome setup if you ask me. I also dig the groove in music. Hey, look, it's, is it that cathedral? St. Peter's? Something or other? Yeah. I am totally ignorant of Russian history, I apologize. To any Russians who may be watching this,